The blockchain is here and traditional banks are starting to adapt. And what next for Bitcoin? We're now joined by Pierre Kaufmann from IBM. Pierre, thank you very much for joining us. It's an absolute pleasure to have you in our studio. How are you? It'd be a polite way to start.
I'm fine. Thank you very much for having me here.
As a tech evangelist, you have been quoted as saying no one is immune to a good idea. What does that mean?
Yeah, well, it means that over time, we as tech companies, we gave the possibility of anyone all over the planet to access and to digest and to use the quantum machines, artificial intelligence, blockchains, and whatever could run on the cloud. So we've done that, and what I'm telling to my customers and sometimes to students is, you are now in a competitive world with a Chinese lady, with a French guy, with somebody in Brazil or in the US. All over the planet, they all have access to the very same computing power, and you need to be able to address these kind of challenges in the future. Meaning that the ID is the key. You have an ID and anyone can have a great ID, and that's not limited to people that are doing higher education, but you get this ID and get the information out of the cloud and get the computing out of the cloud. So this is now available to everyone. And well, that's a challenging world for those gentlemen.
You mentioned quantum computing there. Do you think quantum computing will take over, and when is that coming?
I will quote Niels Bohr, who was, an atomist, and he said predictions are very hard, especially if they're about future. So it's very complex to tell when the quantum computer will take over and how it will take over. We know that this exponential power of the quantum computer will surpass any of the traditional computer that we have built so far. Will it be in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years? No one really knows, frankly speaking. But at a certain point in time, there will be a change. And because of the exponential power of quantum computing, the change will be dramatic. And it will be very, very, very fast.
Another big buzzword at the moment is the blockchain. How will the blockchain work in this quantum computing world?
First, let me go back. So blockchain is based on technology which is not really new. It's about cryptography. It's about distributing data in various places. And we in IBM have built a blockchain with Walmart and Nestle and some other people, very well-known name, are working on this blockchain, which is called the IBM Food Trust, that enables traceability of food. And we have also another one which is for container tracing, and this is what we call the trade lens, and using for commodity trading, which is quite very important. Many people join that. One of the concerns quantum and to make the bridge between quantum and blockchain is will quantum capability of doing cryptographic thing will break the blockchain? Well, this is something which is really far-fetched right now. It's not impossible, but it's very, very hard to do. Since of the blockchain, these chains of block where you have all the transactions one after the other are all crypted and all linked via cryptographic keys. So blockchain is something that gives you trust when, supposing that you and I are discussing, we don't trust too much each other, then blockchain will be the vector of trust. And because of the mathematical power of cryptography, everybody trusts the mathematical mechanics. So everybody can trust the blockchain, and this blockchain will somehow replace traditional non-digitalized processes.
Another exciting piece of technology, IBM's Watson, which I'm aware you have quite a big role with as well. Do you think this will be replacing basic banking moving forward?
Well, replacing, that's a strong word, frankly speaking. Changing dramatically the job of the basic banker, as you said, yes, of course. Any basic job, any commodity job, so to say, will be replaced. The way we approach artificial intelligence, especially with Watson, is more about helping the human being better. Let the computer do the nitty-gritty detail, the background checks, the job, pulling all the information all together, And at that point, let the human make a decision. Never ever let the artificial intelligence make a decision instead of a human.